What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about the new week 4 of the GOAT Festival in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, what it is, and is any of it, worth going for, right? Is the Gregg Popovich worth it? Is Bol Bol worth it? What about a Kevin McHale type of card? What's worth it? What's not worth it? Also, guys, there are obviously those challenges added into the game that you guys can grind out, right? Grind the Conquerors challenges for that Conquerors 10 box, and then go furthermore and grind for that GOAT event card. Also, it's gonna say that this is a Glow 10 box. I know it's a Conquerors 10 box, but it is going to be the same thing basically, okay? So nothing really is going to be different within that. Now, as we do dive into this thing, talk about it, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. As always, I appreciate all of the support on the channel. You guys are amazing. Gregg Popovich, I don't love him. It's just, to me at this stage, like with Gregg Popovich, what is he really giving me? And you guys can say, well, Ty, you're just, complaining too much, whatever you want to say. But like, genuinely, what is he really giving me at this stage? Everybody is a dark matter. Everybody is 100 overall. Everybody's an invincible or above. At this stage, I don't need a head coach that is going to do a whole lot of things. So for me, I am throwing him at F tier just for the sole fact of you need 10 GOAT cards, and that's a little extreme in my opinion for a coach that, again, people at this stage don't need. I'm not hating on Gregg Popovich if you're running, the Tacos, Rick Smiths of the world, but I feel like it's not a one-size-fits-all with Gregg Popovich. Card's not great. Bol Bol and Sim Bhullar, I'm going to throw them both at F tier. Not for the fact that they're bad cards, not for the fact that they can't play, because both of those cards are really solid. To me, it's more than that, though. It's the fact that they are 60 GOAT cards for it. I mean, you're spending thousands for those cards if you're not a grinder. You're spending thousands. Like, it is actually extreme to get either one of those cards. And for that fact, like, I can't sit up here and hype it up too much. I do think both of these cards are incredibly good if you can get your hands on them. But I just can't sit up here and say that they're worth getting. I mean, both those cards, like I've mentioned, are incredible, but nobody wants to grind 95 hours for them, and 60 GOAT cards is extreme. Like I said, there's going to be some cards that I don't actually hate, but when you're having people play 60 or get 60 GOAT cards, that is extreme. Jonathan Bender, you're going to go C tier. Really, really, really good card, and he's half as expensive as Sim Bhullar or Bol Bol. And so that's like the thing that I'm trying to tell you guys is if you can only, get to one, like I'd go get Jonathan Bender. I think he is way more worth it than the Sim Bhullar or Bol Bol. Because at the end of the day, Jonathan Bender's a 7-foot shooting guard on this game, and he's immaculate. So that's personally what I would recommend you guys doing. But at the end of the day, I would also, be pretty careful with what I'm doing with these events. Ricky Davis, I mean, I think he's a little overpriced, and at the point guard position, do you really need him? I don't think so. 25 GOAT cards, I'm going D tier. I think he's a little overpriced. Josh Smith, I think is D tier as well. Look, he's a 6'9" small forward. I can't get that hype about him. Michael Ray Richardson, 12 GOAT cards, D tier. D Rose, or 15 for Michael Ray Richardson, D tier. D Rose, you need 12, F tier. Ty Lue, F tier, you need 5. Again, it comes down to the fact that realistically, you almost, unless you're like spending a day's worth of grinding for any of these cards, you're going to have to spend money for these cards. And a lot of them, in my opinion, just aren't totally worth it. Like, I'm not saying they're bad. I just don't think they're worth necessarily opening up packs for. So that's where I'm at with things. If you want to, you can. Obviously, don't let me tell you guys kind of what to do. But I'm just telling you guys, be pretty, what's the right word here? Be pretty cautious, with what you're getting yourself into, because it is, a long grind. And not only that, you got to come up and decide if it's worth it for you guys, because, any of these cards, you're going to have to grind a lot for it, especially if you want, let's say, like the Sim Bhullar's of the world. It's not going to be easy. I'm just throwing that out there right now. It's going to be super, super, super difficult to do. So just kind of realize that before you, start the long grind. It is what it is, but just kind of know how expensive it truly is going to be. Kevin McHale, you need 2 GOAT cards for Kevin McHale, and he is so good. Kevin McHale is not that much worse than Josh Smith, if at all. And so, with this event, that's how I'd approach it. Kevin McHale is 6'10". He's going to knock down shots. He's got a good release. He's going to play great defense. His wingspan's immaculate. and he is a fraction of the price of any of these other cards that you guys can that are featured here. You can get Kevin McHale being no money spent, and like for me, that is music to my ears. The card's incredible. He's going to play great defense. He's going to knock down shots. There's just not a whole lot of negative things to look at or talk about with Kevin McHale. I think the card is incredible. I think the card's fantastic. And I think if you get a guy like Kevin McHale, you're going to love him. Like, even for me in my No Money Spent Squad series, I'm kind of behind on grinding because I was busy this weekend, so I haven't really been on the No Money Spent Squad series quite yet. But if I can add Kevin McHale, he is going to be a great addition to the squad, and it is going to be a type of card to play for probably the rest of this year. Like, he is that good. Kevin McHale, S tier. Shawn Marion, I'm going to go B tier. I don't necessarily love Shawn Marion, but at the end of the day, he is definitely a playable 100 overall on this game. Now, when I say I don't love him, I do think, there are better shooting guards, like even the Rudy G from last week is going to be better than him. But Shawn Marion is really, really, really solid and is a guy that can help you guys out. And so if you are in need at that shooting guard position, I'd recommend you guys going and getting a guy like Shawn Marion, a card that is going to play, he's going to compete at a very high level, and you're just overall going to like what you get out of him. So I don't hate Shawn Marion. It's just tough when we've gotten Rudy in the past weeks, when we've got some of these other cards that I really like as well. I still do like Shawn Marion. I still think he's solid. I just don't know how high I can go with the card ultimately. Again, I like him. I think the card's good, but you got to kind of set a limit to how high you can personally go with the card. So that's where I'm at with Shawn Marion. Not that he's bad, but just compared to, let's say, like a Kevin McHale, it's tough to really be that high on him. LaMarcus Aldridge, I'm actually going to go with the same tier. Because, like, LaMarcus Aldridge is kind of a cheese ball at that shooting guard position. I personally would prefer Shawn Marion, but some people out there might honestly prefer LaMarcus Aldridge to him. So it's one of those things, you got to hype him up. He's a really, really, really good shooting guard on this game. And if you are, like, just starting the game, get Kevin McHale, get a LaMarcus Aldridge type of card. You can get Shawn Marion if you want, and you're going to be in a really solid position. Jaren Jackson Jr., I'm going to go D tier. He's just not great at this stage. Pete Maravich is going F tier. Those are two cards that I don't necessarily love. Jaren's at least playable. With Pete Maravich, you are not getting a playable card. Then we get to the I'm gonna go next to the pack. Okay, this is gonna be the Conquerors 10 box. That is going to S tier. It always will. Whenever I do these videos, the 10 box is going to go to S tier for a variety of reasons. Number one, you never know what you can pull out of there, right? You might end up having great luck out of there and end up, pulling some of the better cards in the game. Now, realistically, you're probably not going to have great pack luck, but even if you don't, guess what? You're going to make some empty. You're going to add some cards to your collection. I just can't hate on it, right? It's a free 10 bucks. It's tough for me to, not like it or hype it up. I think it is a really solid value, in this game when it comes down to these events. I don't know if there's anything more worth it than getting the 10 bucks. That's kind of my opinion on things. If you guys disagree, that's fine. Again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's where I'm at with the Glow 10 bucks. 99 overall premium. It's just not worth it at this stage. Sure, you could get Taco. I guess you could get Rick Smits. But the odds of you getting those cards are so small that I just can't sit up here and hype it up. Like, you're probably not going to pull those cards, and if you don't, it's just, you're pulling probably a bad dark matter that you're probably not going to like. And so that's kind of my approach to it. I just can't be super high on that. Galaxy Opal is going F tier. I mean, the Holo player isn't good either. It's just a lot of these things, unless it's 100 overall or above, it's going to be really hard for me to hype up. It is what it is. I'm not, saying that you guys can't necessarily like it, because, again, you could, pull Victor Wembanyama and pull some other guys out of it. I'm not saying, it's totally worthless, but I'm just saying for me, it's just tough. It's tough for me to hype them up, knowing you're probably not going to have very good odds out of that. Pink Diamond definitely is F tier. Now we get to the Legend Badges. I love me some Legend Badges because at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want. Legend Badges have value, no matter who you are, unless you're running a team full of GOAT cards, which again, they already have all the Legend Badges in the game. You cannot sit up there and tell me that they don't have value, because they do. You can throw them on, let's say, the Invincible Kevin McHale you can throw them on whatever players you want, and they're going to make those players better. And I get it, right? At this stage, all of these cards are souped, right? And so, you know what? You might not necessarily think they're as valuable as they used to be, but legend badges still are extremely valuable. S tier for both of them. Next up, we got both of our 100 overall premiums. Obviously, there's a mobile one as well. For the premium pick option pack, I'm going to go A tier. Don't think it's S tier. For the normal one, I'm going to go B tier. I just think for me at this stage, like, it is valuable. It has value. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's useless. But like, I've opened so many of those 100 overalls and not really pulled a whole lot from them. And so I kind of know what those pack odds are going to be like. They're not going to be good. 2K is not going to give you the cards you want. However, you still can pull some decent options. So I'm going to go A tier and B tier with them. Hall of Fame badges, I don't hate. I'm going to go C tier with them. It just depends. If you're running like a Victor Wembanyama Galaxy Opal, they can have some value. But for a lot of players that you may be running, honestly, like, Hall of Fame badges at this stage may be kind of useless for a lot of you guys out there. It is what it is, but that's just the truth. Season 7 Super Pack, it's fine because it's cheap, but I am going to go B tier. It's not necessarily my favorite thing in the game. So, do you think Kevin McHale's worth it? Do you think the Conquerors $10 is worth it? Then the Legend badges. If you have something left over, get that option pack. And then from there, I do like Sean Marion, LaMarcus Aldridge. You could honestly move Sean Marion up to A tier, and I'm going to. I honestly think with what Sean Marion gives you guys, he is deserving of A tier because he's probably going to be better than whoever you get out of that 100 overall option pack. So just kind of something for you guys to think about. That is going to wrap it up for our video today. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.